program is a grant won by the Department of Food Science and Food Service Technology under the School of Applied Sciences and Technology. On this note, I believe we are all set to get ourselves prepared for this program, this training program. But before we do that, I believe it will be in the best interest of all of us to acknowledge the one who has given us breath to be alive this morning. And so please be on your feet as we call on Mr. Francis Padilamti to bring us the opening prayer. Jamina, with the Directorate of Public Affairs, Cape Coast Technical University. I will be very glad if I know your name. But then, on this note, I would like all of us with a round of applause as you join me to introduce our guest for today. So, sitting in the chair, we have the Vice Chancellor of Cape Coast Technical University going to chair the program for us. That's Professor Kweku Edichu Enyimbuachi. Welcome. Also on our list, we have the Registrar. Let me also use this opportunity to acknowledge the Head of Department, Food Science and Food Service Technology, Professor Maurice Apelia. Also, this person came all the way from Accra, and he is a senior research scientist, and he's the Center Manager, Radiation Entomology and Pest Management Center with the Biotechnology and Nuclear Agriculture Research Institute, Inari, Ghana Atomic Energy Commission. Mr. Selo Opoli. Welcome, sir.
Doctor, please.
Doctor, okay.
Yes.
Thank you for the correction. All right. So, still on the list, we have Mr. Hasan Tete, District Agri Officer, Tripohimanlu. Mr. David Kwatudo, District Director of Agri, Tripohiman Lower Dintra. Victoria Dansua Abankwa, Municipal Director of Agri, Commander Edina Igwambu Agri. And with a round of applause, let's also acknowledge the presence of Mr. Stephen Amankwa, Field Monitor, Central Region, Ghana Skills Development for GSDF. Thank you so much for hearing. He's Assistant to Research Scientist with GAIA, that's the Ghana Atomic Energy Commission. Yes. I hope you're enjoying Cape Coast Technical University. Yeah, welcome, special. The project or the training is still ongoing, and I won't waste so much time, so I'll just hand over the microphone to the chair for this program, Professor Kweku Edichu Enyimbuachi, to give us his welcome address. Let's put our hands together.
As we all know, we are established with a very different mandate. Act 922 establishes us with a clear focus, which is to provide quality, tertiary, technical, and vocational education. We all know these days of the existence of unemployed graduates association and so on and so forth, and people are beginning to question the relevance of university education. And therefore, I want to commend the head of department and the team who have put together successfully and won this project. And for GSDF also for giving us the money, although it's small. Because the reality of the fact, my dear friends, hearing that, is that this is the way education at the tertiary level should go. If universities in Africa are going to be relevant, then it is being relevant to be able to give practical solutions to real problems. I'm excited that we didn't have to go to Oxford or Harvard or Cambridge to learn about how to process organic waste, and that we've generated it here at CCTU. So let's clap for the team. without much ado, I want to welcome all of us. We are here to learn about how to generate organic waste using the black soldier fly. And I hope that this will be the beginning of many great things, of a successful project HOD, a project well successfully executed, so that CCT will be placed on the map, but not just for altruistic reasons or just for image building, but to solve real problems. I'm happy to hear that our colleague district directors of Agric are here. That is good. So we are all set. I love it when knowledge interfaces with practice. We call it praxis. That is the best you can ever have. So on that note, without much ado, thank you very much for coming. I declare this workshop open. I might not be able to sit through to the end for obvious reasons, but we are with you. Registrar is here. I saw Director of Finance walking. I don't know if he's here as a farmer or he's here as the administrator of the project. Either way, it is good. And so I declare this open and welcome to everybody.
This means that we have to increase food production, we have to increase distribution of food, and also reduce post-harvest losses in order to make food available and accessible to all. However, despite effort by food scientists and agriculturalists to meet this increasing demand, the world is still faced with the challenge of food waste. A third of the food that is produced is wasted and they end up in landfill and other waste management options. In Ghana, it is estimated that each individual produces 0.2 kg of food waste every day. And this food waste contributes to 8 to 10% of the greenhouse that is emitted onto the atmosphere. Again, this food waste, it makes it difficult for people to access good nutrition. So this, however, affects the attainment of our SDG 2 and the 13. That has to do with zero hunger and climate action. So there's a need for us to find effective food waste management system that will help us save money and also make the environment clean for all of us. So various scholars have decomposed food waste into compost. However, in recent times, the black soldier fly, that is this one over here, produces throughout its cycle, produces what we call the larva. And the larva is becoming a promising candidate that can be used as an alternative organic waste management and also used for fish and livestock feed production. From the black soldier fly have this life cycle. From the fly, they mate. And it is interesting to know that this animal has different mating style. And during the studies, the workshop, we are going to show the farmers the different mating styles that the black soldier fly has. Then the egg and the larva. This is the point that we are more interested in, the larva. The larva feeds on the food waste and converts the food waste into the flax or the compost. Again, the larva is rich in protein and fat. And this makes it a very good raw material or biomass fish farming or the piggery. So the larva, which is produced or which is made throughout the life cycle, is used to feed these animals. So we, together with our collaborators from the and how competitive our farmers are, instead of throwing the product away, and for them to also generate some income, we came together and you put out the proposal in order for us to process the waste and for them to also make some money. So the project has this this benefit that we are going to make feed for the poultry, the fish farming, and the piggery. We are going to make it very cheap also to make it available to them. The project also have the benefit of reducing the organic waste which contribute to the greenhouse effect. We are also going to create job for the youth. The activities for the whole project includes development of model for the training. The training is going to be in two forms, the theoretical aspect and the practical aspect. For the theoretical aspect, we are going to go to the farmers wherever they are and give them the theoretical training. And for the practical aspect, it's going to be in-house, where the farmers will come to CCTU and you have a nice benefit over there where you are going to train them on how to run the brown soldier farm to get the larvae and also to produce the animal feed. So these are the activities, development of the model, theoretical training of farmers on the brown soldier farm, running and processing. You have our in-house practical training on the brown soldier farm, running. We are going to teach them how to process the larvae and the frax, that is the compost. We're also going to give them some business training so that they can manage brown soldier farming as a business. They're not going to teach them the practical and let them go, but they should be able to manage after the program. They should be able to manage it themselves as farmers to generate some income for themselves. And as part of the project, we are going to ensure that there's going to be continuous sustainability of the program. They are not going to leave our farmers, but they are going to visit them on a regular basis to ensure that they put whatever they learn into good use. From this will be the graphical presentation of the practical training. We are going to teach them how to trap the farm, how the eggs we produce, how to manage the larvae, to decompose the animal feed, and how to process the larvae. So this is a graphical representation of the practical training that we organize on our campus over here. Then the program is going to create jobs, as we said, for the youth. I think it'll be part of the 24. And then you have people going to business to sell the feed, and those who sell the compost. But the project is estimated to end by 30th of May 2025. And before I end my distance, I would like to say a very big thank you to management of Cape Coast Technical University for their support so far. The Director of Finance is here. He has been very good to us. This time around, he has been very good to us. And then I would like to thank our collaborators from GAI and my colleague lecturers for the support they've given me as the lead project coordinator. And to our farmers and my directors, we are going to give you the best of practical experience. So we inform your people that they should not miss out. If you miss one day, it means that I've missed everything. It's a process, and process cannot be translated. So, and treat your people to be there throughout the training. And when it comes to the practical training, they should be here, and they'll be happy that CCTU is a place that they come from. Thank you.
As the MC said, I'm from Ghana Atomic Energy Commission. My institute, Ghana Atomic Energy Commission has about 7 institutions. And then one of them is the Biotechnology and Nuclear Agricultural Research Institute. Biotechnology, the nuclear techniques in solving problems relating to agriculture, health, medicine, etc., etc. And Binary has about 6 sectors, and these sectors have been structured in such a way that the core activities or the core functions can be executed by these sectors. So, for example, the sector I belong to is the Radiation Entomology and Pest Management sector, which is into basically crop protection, animal health, that's veterinary, we have veterinary services, and then we also have we do things relating to human health in relation to mosquitoes. So these are activities. So the new thing that we've been championing right now basically is the black soldier fly technology. For the past 12 years, Binari has been so much engaged in black soldier fly technology. Until I'll say, let's say from 2020 to thereabout, we began a campaign by instituting a training program for farmers. Before, you all recall that during the COVID time, around 2020, there was this shortage of feed and all that. And we thought that we can't continue depending on the foreigners in order to get our soya bean and then fish meal. So there's a need for us to also come out with something which is equally potent in order to help the farmers. So the action began by our training. We've been doing training from 2022 up to now, and it was through one of those trainings that Mr. Francis Pagis came for that training, and then he also got the technology, or he became an expert in black soldier fly technology. And then through that, he realized that GSDF also has been rolling out some programs, and this program will be of benefit to our farmers. So Binari has been contacted, and we wholeheartedly accepted the collaboration to be part of this program to solve the challenges that the farmers face. So there have been back and forth on the proposal, but because the team here is very steadfast and determined to win the grant, they didn't give up, even though GSDF was giving them challenges. I admire their courage, I admire their tenacity and all the effort that they put in. If not because of that, we will not be here trying to, give birth to this technology. And even our farmers will not be able to benefit in any way. So the black soldier fly technology has come to stay. And it's important that we all embrace it. We all make efforts to bring every person on board, our farmers, our policymakers, our agri officers, our agri directors, all of them have to come on board to solve the feed challenge that the farmers are facing. It will interest you to know that the black soldier fly came not because we wanted to produce feed or we wanted to produce fats. The main reason why it has become an issue is because, first of all, it was supposed to be solving our organic waste challenge. So that's the core reason why black soldier fly was used in that manner, to degrade organic waste, so that the plenty organic waste that we have in our environment can actually be degraded, so that the health challenges, the environmental challenges, as Professor Kwao said, the greenhouse emission and all those things can be curtailed. So deriving that, and the other side benefits the frass production or the organic fertilizer production. And then because black soldier fly is able to feed and increase its biomass, it's able to incorporate or imbibe into its body protein, fat, and other minerals and vitamins that we, through analysis, have found that these levels of protein and fat are higher and comparable to fish meal and soya bean meal. So we say, if this is a cheaper source of producing an alternative protein, why don't we bring it to the doorsteps of our farmers, so that our farmers can actually accept it wholeheartedly and then begin to implement it for their own benefit. And then at the end, the cost of feed production will also go down, and then we'll create more jobs. Because while the farmers are producing, other people will also be employed along the value chain to also benefit from this. So I'll conclude by saying we are all winning. So I'll conclude by saying that we should all embrace the technology. Even the students, you can get some project topics along this line. The idea is to refine the technology. So everybody is involved. If I to show you the site, it affects everybody. So everybody should come on board to make this dream a reality, so that we can all benefit from it. Thank you very much.
Very brief and insightful speech. He says, let's all come on board. Yes, because it concerns all of us. The Black Soldier Fly. Yes. And so now we're going to Mr. Stephen Amankwa. Mr. Stephen Amankwa is the Field Monitor Central Region Ghana Skills Development Fund. That's the GSDF. He's also going to give us a brief speech, and then, yes.
The amount that we gave you is small. But to be honest with you, I would say that People's Technical University, I wouldn't say they are like, but I would say that they are very good in terms of writing proposals to win grants. Because we at GSDF, this is the only institution that's running 2 projects at the same time. So, Vice Chancellor, I think you should rather applaud us and thank us. And thank us for. So, the honest truth about this thing is, with these projects and every other project, collaboration is very key. So, me as the M&E in charge of this project, I'm here to make sure that all the deliverables that you propose in the proposal, you meet them. You said you'll be creating jobs. I'm here to make sure that the jobs are created. From your proposal, I can see that after this project, we'll be having organic waste collectors. We'll be having PSF, lava production technicians, and others. So to make sure all those deliverables are met and are delivered to us during our closeout writing of the years. So what I will say again is, collaboration is very key. If anything goes wrong, or if you don't understand anything, I'm there for you. I'm not here to report on the wrong things, because if you fail, I'll fail, and our office too has failed. So I'm there for you. Anything, whatever you don't understand, whether financial, whether technical, I'm here. So once again, I will say congratulations to People's Technical University for winning this grant. Thank you very much.
Mr. Stephen Amankwa, Field Monitor Central Region Ghana Skills Development Fund. Yes, we've just seen you joining us. We say welcome and thank you so much for joining us for today's skills training on the processing of organic waste into animal feed and compost use in Black Soldier Fly. And so from here, we'll all go and have a look at it, whether it's our fan small hobby or it's the other thing that we don't know. Maybe we know the name unless we see it. Yes. And so pretty soon we'll be exiting from here. But before we do that, let me still acknowledge those who just joined us. Yes, Director of Finance. I can't, close this program without acknowledging him. Yes, so we have the Director of Finance for People's Technical University, Mr. Kobina Owusu. Please, let's put our heads together for him. The local name for Black Soldier Fly. Akukuku. Let's pronounce it. Yes, we are learning. I have never heard this. Akukuku.
Which language?
Or Pako. I believe that Pako is the gun. Mr. Paddy, Pako is gun, right? It's gun. And the Akukuku is what? It's tree. It's what? It's okay. So we are learning Black Soldier Fly. Yeah, if you go out there and somebody asks you, attended this program, you say Black Soldier Fly. And then the day, knowledge our farmers, from Chokopraso. We have farmers from Cape Coast North. We have please let's put our heads together. This is a training program. And it's going to be beneficial to all of us. Whether we have food on our table or not, it's from farmers. Yes, so we have to acknowledge them for coming, for joining us. Okay, so please, we just give you 5 minutes. If you have questions, you can ask, and then we give the microphone to the chair finally to bring us his closing remarks. So if you have any question, and once the floor is open, we'll give you the microphone and then you ask your question concerning this training program on Black Soldier Fly. Yes. Madam,
for the presentation. Mine is about cost benefit analysis, and I'm thinking maybe we'll see something like that, because you said when you look at our normal poultry production, feed preparation is costly. So I was looking at something like cost benefit analysis so that we can take it from as a cheap source of animal feed. My second thing is about sensitization. In most cases, we bring technologies and then we don't educate the public on it. So at the end of the day, it will just be like those of us in here who will hear and then where are we sending it to? So I would advise that we look at radio sensitization, even if not on television, but radio, it can really help the project go far. And then my next thing is about marketing. We are saying it will create jobs for people. And you know the youth now, they want fast monies. They don't want anything that they waste time with. How can you assure us that when we produce, we buy? That is the other question. And then, sorry for taking your time. And then the duration. I wanted to know the exact period when you start, you finish, and then you can sell. But that's also very important. So I don't waste my time waiting for this animal to metamorphose itself in stages and whatever. Thank you very much.
Our engagement with the public, with the farmers, this issue of cost-benefit analysis is key. And I belong to some other project also. Currently, we are developing a business model for Black Soldier Fly to incorporate the cost-benefit analysis. So once that is done, I'll be glad to also share the business model with anybody that is also interested to know. Because it has to be practical. We don't want to go and pick anything from theory and come and say so. We are collecting real-time data, which will be used in developing the cost-benefit analysis or the business model. So it will soon come up. And then the issue of sensitization, that's true. We are doing a lot, and the medium that you have also spoken about is also very good. We've been developing a policy brief that can be translated into local languages, and then we share with farmers, or we engage farmers on and all that. Any government, we are engaging people who are in the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, so that this will become a policy that will be adopted by government, so that it will ease the issue of fish cost and all that. For the duration of the production of the Black Soldier Fly larvae as a meal, depending on the substrate that you use, if the substrate is very rich, it takes between 10 to 14 days for the larvae to be ready to be harvested and processed into feed. So everything depends on how rich your substrate is. So if it's rich 10 to 40, if it's not rich, 14 to 21 days should be allowed. It takes about 42 days for the entire cycle to be completed. But we are not going to be waiting for the entire cycle. There is a duration at which the larvae can be harvested and then processed. So that's the 14 to 21 days or something like that. And then for the marketing, you were saying the youth want quick money. But quick money, you should be doing something that is sustainable. You can get quick money today and then tomorrow it won't be there. But if you have something that of this nature, which is Black Soldiers Life, it's constantly giving you money. So in that case, at any point in time, there will be market. So what we are even doing is part of the activity to make the Black Soldiers Life technology go wide, so that the market can be there. In fact, the market is there because there are people who really want them in large quantities. But to produce it in large quantities, we need a bigger facility. But if we decentralize it and farmers also are produced at their level, we also help them at that level. And then they also employ other people who can also help them to upscale it to the level that will be beneficial to everybody. So we have to start from some point. Then when we know where we are, then we can scale it up. I hope I've answered all your questions.
Of Pepco, and he's a researcher into BSF. I believe by now we all know BSF. What's BSF? Black Soldier Fly, yes. So he actually has a setup there. He's into researching Black Soldier Fly. Doc, welcome. Please let's put our hands together. And also, my HR director is here. Yes. My HR director is here. Let me acknowledge you so much for joining. And Reverend Benjamin Edu Mensah, he's the Director of Academic Affairs. He also joined. Reverend, just give us a way. Let's put our hands together for ourselves for saying this till now. It has been quite an insightful journey. Yes. And so on this note, let me hand over the microphone to Professor Kweku Eyichuk for his closing remarks, since he chaired this whole program.
I didn't know I was contributing to greenhouse waste. Prof, that include those like us who haven't eaten this morning. The weight, the 0.2 kg of waste. Okay, idea. So for those who've eaten, it's even worse. Thank you. It was a brilliant presentation, but the need for us to be mindful of the environment is important, because all of this, as we might have noticed, colleagues, is connected to our sustenance as human beings. It's connected to climate change, it's connected to environmental degradation. So the mundane things that we do, even by eating, by default, are connecting in a way to, the greenhouse, and it's very important. And so there's the need for a holistic nature. And I think this project brings that to bear. And I'm sure that's why Mr. Mankwa scored us very high when you assess it, because it covers the theoretical, the practical, and the business model of things. And so we are thankful. We are also thankful to have Binari as a big brother. I didn't even know we've been in this for 10 years plus, right? And so we know we can count on you for your experience, and we are truly grateful for that. It's a blessing in disguise, really, this project, because I am quite familiar with the whole processes, and as Prof. Bao and the team would know, we were gunning for, that's why I said the money, we were gunning for another window. Yeah, but it's a blessing in disguise, because this window gives us bigger impact as a technical university. I'm happy to see all our stakeholders here, the farmers, the directors of education, the students. Perhaps if we have gotten the equipment, we might not have as much impact as we are making. So it's a blessing in disguise. And also another blessing in disguise is the fact that BSF, as we were told by Dr. Selom, was not originally for waste. And we found another use for it. And so that's the beauty of it. Like I keep saying, the whole essence of a university is the praxis, to be able to transfer whatever knowledge we are generating here into practice. I remember in the 80s when I used to follow my mother to the market, there was what they call tech banching. I don't know if it's still there. Right. Yeah, right. And so I presume this was a variety developed by KNUST and so on and so forth. So it would be nice to have the CCTU, But because management is really serious about this, and I hope Mr. Mangwan listens carefully, because this one is a deliverable you don't have in your proposal, what I'm going to say. Management has decided that once we get the business model and everything right, we will support students to go into this. Yes. Depending on the figure that will come up and all of that, we will put some money into building. Let's start with the students first. You know the students matter most. We are all visitors to them, so it's their university. So management has decided that once we get the business model and the figures involved, we will put some money into creating a model for the students only, so that they can also rear this black fly and see how it goes with the job creation and so on and so forth. And thank you for the prompting about the targets and all of that. Trust me, I'm more of a policeman internally. They know when they are requesting for everything, I ask for a report. HOD is laughing. I don't approve anything without a report for my own internal consumption. And so you are assured of the quality, because we want bigger projects with GSDF. Yes. Thank you. CCT. Thank you. And so we are happy to say that we thank you for the commendation about our grant culture writing and all of that. Possibly when we get permission from JTech, we are even going to institutionalize it.
Yes, the last time that was.
We are waiting for permission from JTech because it has implications for our bill, our budget. And so we are really, really serious. We want to use this to signal to DSDF and all partners that we know that CCTU is open for business. We are very serious about grant writing, and every money you bring us will be duly accounted for.
Honestly, so far.
Yes, thank you very much. So on that note, I want to thank all of us for coming. Thank you, students, for this passion that you show. They say you like instant money, but develop patience, because good things come slowly. So develop patience, but we'll encourage you to continue with your passion for it. Thank you, management. Thank you, registrar. Thank you, HOD, and all who help in the administration. I know Uncle Ben is here. Are you also here as a farmer? Okay. Yet to farm. Okay. And to Mr. Bento and Mr. Fari and all of us.